All right, let's talk about our weather. Camila Ortiz joining us once again. And what do you know? Thunderstorms, perhaps, in some places?
Potentially a little bit of excitement overnight tonight, Pete, for folks who, like lightning. It's not every day that we see lightning and thunderstorms here in our region. So we're already starting to see some on radar for Central Oregon. We can zoom in here. You can see they're south of Bend, but heading towards Bend, so north of Paisley right now. Quite a few flashes of lightning there with that cell. And then if you look in the Cascades, kind of in the foothills closer to Oak Ridge, seeing some smaller isolated cells there. Appear to be just showers right now. So here is what it looks like in Bend currently. I'm seeing that cloud cover starting to increase a little bit, but still looks very bright. Sky's nice and blue. The smoke has cleared out nicely for Central Oregon, and it's currently 87 degrees from our OSU Cascades campus. If you were up early this morning and saw the sunrise, you could definitely see that haze over the metro area. Those are not thin high clouds. That's just upper level smoke, and you can see as the sun comes up looking very, very red through that smoke. Here's what it looks like out there now along the Columbia River. This is our Maryhill Tasting Room and Bistro camera, 91 degrees. So today is day one of our 4-day heat wave. And then on top of that, some fire weather headlines to talk about. So through Friday morning and Friday evening in some places through the Cascades, there's a red flag warning in effect because of the hot and breezy conditions, in addition to the thunderstorm and lightning chances overnight tonight. So let's take a look at one of our models here. Again, you already saw how there are some thunderstorms already trekking through the state. So those are going to continue to travel to the northwest, and really anybody across the state could see those thunderstorms popping up anytime tonight or tomorrow morning. So Central Oregon will continue to see those thunderstorms. We could see something here in Portland. This model really wanting to light things up around 5 a.m. So you can see some downpours here in the gorge around the Portland metro area, and then lots of thunderstorm opportunities there for Central Oregon. Northeast Oregon might continue to see some showers or storms through the late morning hours, but we should be pretty much done here west of the Cascades. East of the mountains, maybe a smaller chance of something popping up in the afternoon tomorrow. So here's the plan for the Portland area. Tomorrow morning, few clouds maybe left over from those showers or thunderstorms if we saw anything at all. And then back to hazy sunshine the rest of the day. It is going to be another hot afternoon with temperatures expected in the low to mid 90s. Here's that 7-day forecast. So temperatures remaining in the 90s through the weekend. It's just going to be hazy and hot all weekend long, and those nights are going to be feeling a little bit humid just because of the additional moisture that's coming up from the south, and we just don't have very much wind to move the air around for us. Next week, though, we'll get some relief. Monday, we're back in the low 80s. It's going to be cloudier. We have a system moving overhead, and you can see some shower chances there. Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll also see high temperatures in the mid 70s.